From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for the debate.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Over the next 18 months, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Assam, Uttar Pradesh, Kerala, Punjab and Uttarakhand are all going to the polls. The opposition is issueless. So they have decided to parasite on the farmers' protests. They are appropriating the cause, mobilizing and funding some protests. In the exemplary revelation of their desperation, they are doing a complete 180 on their own demands for similar farmer laws. 11 opposition parties are enabling the Bharat Bandh tomorrow with solidarity statements. So it's now 100% political. Sharad Pawar, who was agriculture minister in 2010, was asking, demanding, threatening for private sector participation, is now opposing the laws that enable this. Think of the hypocrisy. TMC chief Mamta Banerjee, who allowed contract farming for potato farmers in the state, is now going to rallies in Midnapur opposing the farmers' laws. The Vadra Congress, which promised to do away with APMCs in its 2019 manifesto in a bout of dementia, is now opposing laws that provide an alternative to APMCs. The desperate politics, viewers, is clear as day. Remember, I warned about it. Many people question why I'm saying so, but now it's becoming apparent. In fact, all the motivated agendas trying to scavenge on our concerns and fears of our farmers are slowly beginning to get unmasked. With farmers' unions pulling out the bandh, citing political agendas, the truth about the lobby masquerading as farmers' leaders coming to the fore, and with Pakistani ministers taking personal interest in our protests. The opposition is enabling these vested interests. And the only question to the politicians agitating today is this: were they betraying farmers for the past decade when they demanded the farmers' laws? Or are they betraying our farmers today? That's the only issue. There is no question on the politics, ladies and gentlemen. Two big debates tonight. Who is betraying the farmers? Who really is betraying the farmers? Kisano ke gunehgar kaun hai in Hindi, they'd say. Who is betraying the farmers? Debate number one and debate number two this evening. Ravi Shankar Prasad, Cabinet Minister, joining me live on that hypocrisy. Debate number two this evening, 10 o'clock. The politics in Bengal, arrests, murders and mayhem. All this and more is coming up, and here are the headlines this Monday evening on the Debate Tonight. Back reforms in 2010, protests in 2020, Modi government exposes the lies. From letters to manifesto proof, stares at the Congress and NCP as their focus is on doublespeak. Lobby pushes agenda, tutors a farmers' union to seek release of the activists. Backed by Medha Patkar, egged on by the opposition, farmers give a call for Reg Roko after the Bharat Bandh. Bengal BJP leader arrested after an overnight siege and violence in the presence of a Trinamool MP. BJP worker dead in Siliguri clashes. BJP alleges excessive force by Mamta's police. Ladies and gentlemen, a 2010 letter, a standing committee report and the 2019 manifesto of the Congress has put the opposition on the complete back foot over the hypocrisy on the Reformative Farmers Act. Tonight, armed with evidence, the Modi government is exposing the lies of politicians trying to capitalize on the farmers' protests and also the lobby that is trying to slip in its own agenda. Here are the facts and then we debate.
For the last 12 days, the borders to the national capital have been blocked. And hijacking these protests are politicians.
हम किसानों की सभी मांगों का समर्थन करते हैं। किसानों का मुद्दा और किसानों का जो संघर्ष है वो बिल्कुल जायज है।
But can these parties who batted for privatization when they were in power now oppose the biggest reforms in agriculture? In 2010, the then Agriculture Minister Sharad Pawar wrote to several chief ministers and emphasized on the need to encourage the private sector in providing competitive marketing channels in the overall interest of farmers and consumers. 10 years later, his party opposes the amendment to APMC Act.
पत्र श्रीमान शरद पवार जी का जो मुझे लिखा गया और ये 2011 में लिखा गया, there is a need to amend the present APMC Act on this lines of the model APMC Act 2003 in order to encourage private sector investment in marketing.
2010 का पत्र स्पष्ट रूप से एक पन्ना दिखाकर गुमराह करने से कोई गुमराह नहीं होता है। टोटल 165 पन्ने लोगों को देखने होंगे। पवार साहब ने एपीएमसी में सुधार की बात की थी। पवार साहब ने उसमें इन्वेस्टमेंट बढ़ाने की बात की थी, रोजगार बढ़ाने की बात की थी।
The Congress that promised repealing the APMC Act if voted to power in 2019 has taken to the streets today. Government shows them the mirror.
This government rushed through 3 acts in the parliament during the corona time without any discussion, without standing committee, without inviting the farmer unions, without taking advice from the agricultural experts. And the farmers have seen through that these new laws are not in their favor, it is against their favor. That is why farmers have been agitating peacefully.
देखिए, कांग्रेस पार्टी का 2019 के चुनाव का मैनिफेस्टो था, कांग्रेस विल रिपील द एग्रीकल्चर प्रोड्यूस मार्केट कमेटी एक्ट एंड मेक ट्रेड इन एग्रीकल्चर प्रोड्यूस इंक्लूडिंग एक्सपोर्ट्स एंड इंटर स्टेट ट्रेड free from all restriction.
And when Akhilesh Yadav breached prohibitory orders to protest against farm acts, the government gave him a reality check.
जिस कानून को लेकर के पूरे देश का किसान नाराज है और दिल्ली घेर के बैठा है, क्यों नहीं ये सरकार कानून को वापस ले लेती है? और फिर वो बात कहां चली गई आय दोगुनी की? ये सरकार को किसान अभिशाप लगने जा रहा है। सरकार को, ये सरकार बचने वाली नहीं है। आप
आज मैंने सुना है श्रीमान अखिलेश यादव भी मैदान में कूद गए। एग्रीकल्चर स्टैंडिंग कमेटी की रिपोर्ट आई है, उसमें आपके आदरणीय पिताजी मुलायम सिंह यादव भी मेंबर हैं और मैं ऐसा मानता हूं कि अभी वो समाजवादी पार्टी के नीतियों की आखिरी आवाज है, क्योंकि बड़े नेता हैं। उन्होंने भी बहुत साफ साफ कहा है उस रिपोर्ट में कि यह बहुत जरूरी है कि किसानों को मंडियों के चंगुल से मुक्त किया जाए।
And the lobby agenda at the farmers' agitation is getting clearer by the day. In a letter to the government by a farmers' union, there was a demand to immediately release the detained and imprisoned intellectuals, democratic rights activists, and student activists all over the country.
A letter written on October 16 by the Bharatiya Kisan Union Ekta faction clearly says at point number 9 that they demand that intellectuals, student leaders and democracy right activists be released. Now whether this is an attempt to get urban Naxals released, we don't know. But what clearly suggests is that this has nothing to do with core farmer demands like MSP.
With the lies out in the open, who is misleading the farmers? And what's the real agenda of the protest? Let's debate.
Union Minister for Law and Justice, Electronics, IT and Communications, Ravi Shankar Prasad, held the press conference today. He's with me live. Ravi Shankar Prasad ji, good evening. We saw all the points that you raised, and your press conference was aimed at exposing the hypocrisy of the political parties who have taken a different line in the past and are questioning you pretty much for taking the same line now. But will this press conference of yours provide a solution to the protests that are now going on?
Arnav, my greetings to you and more greetings to your courage in quest of freedom of media. I am talking to you after a long time.
Thank you.
May God bless you. That's all I can say.
Yes.
Now, Arnav, you must understand few things.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The farmer unions are protesting. The farmer unions are protesting, and the government is having a dialogue with them in a very structured manner. Already 4 or 5 rounds have taken. Some more is day after tomorrow. We have been very, very open in talking to them. But today in my press conference, why I was constrained to expose the duplicity, the hypocrisy and shameful double standards of all the political parties is they're jumping over in support of Bharat Bandh. Come on, what is this? Have the political parties who have ruled the country for 58 years or others have become rent-a-cause bodies? Shaheen Bagh, they will join the protest. CAA, they will join the protest. Rafale, they will join the protest. Ask evidence from Uri, our great valor of our Jawans. Balakot, give the evidence. Now Kisans are doing something, join in here. That is very, very unfair. That's the one point I would like to highlight. And the second, you have been championing more than what we have come with. I have got all the letters of Sharad Pawar ji wrote to Sheila Dikshit, to Shiraj Chauhan and other chief minister, please modify the Agriculture Mandi Act. Or no, was Sharad Pawar writing without the approval of the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh? I have got all the recommendations of the Planning Commission of 2010-2011 under Manmohan Singh when they said permit contract farming, remove all the restriction to enable the farmers to grow. Was it being done without their approval? And all the parties, remember, Samajwadi Party, TMC, TDP, others, Congress Party, NCP, all were part of the process of 10 years of these initiatives. They could not do. The great leader Narendra Modi has done, and the farmers are happy. And I don't know, before I take your other questions, since you also introduced me as an IT minister, we have developed a national e-NAM platform, National Agriculture Market, permitting digital transaction for the farmers of India to sell their produce. 1,000 mandis from 21 states have got registered. 1,68 lakh farmers are registered. 1,51,000 traders are registered. And do you know how much they have traded? 1,15,000 crore. If you give the enabling atmosphere, how the farmers taps and laps the opportunity, that's what I would like to indicate for your great viewers. The second thing is, today newspapers of youth are flooded with reports as to how young IIM graduates are taking to farming, coming with Shimla Mirch, other products, and earning tons of money. Arnav, last thing we have got a common service center, nearly 4 lakh digital kiosks. I asked them to go for e-Shopee during COVID. Do you know? They have done a business of 150 crore. And the lychee of Muzaffarpur in Bihar has gone to London. Therefore, why don't you allow our farmers to have the opportunity which they are quite keen to explore and enhance their earning? That's what we are saying. कि सिर्फ जकड़न में ही मंडी के लोग ही बैठेंगे. That is the most unfair part.
Mr. Prasad, the opposition, as of this minute, is not debating on the merits of the issue. Believe me, they are not debating on the merits of the issue. This is 100% political now, and they will not relent. And hence, my worry is there is a distinct gap between the talks that are going on in Vigyan Bhavan and the politics that is happening on the Delhi border. My concern, Mr. Prasad, is these situations often become unmanageable. And then the people who spark the violence don't take responsibility for it. The political tourism goes on. Is it conceivable for you to call a meeting with all these political parties whose letters you are showing today? Sharad Pawar, Congress, Akhilesh, Mulayam. You can have a meeting with them. I think there has to be a parallel political dialogue while you are having the discussion with the farmers. Because if it is political, it will have to be tackled politically also.
Only one thing
Why don't you try that approach? Is that an option for you?
All right, let first, tomorrow situation be handled. The government is very keen. The system, the security establishment is taking care of it. Will surely take care. There should be no violence. And anyone try to resort to violence will be dealt with properly. But Arnav, today the Chief Minister of Delhi also went. Okay? I have got his latest gadget with me. I am showing on your screen. Kindly pan the camera here. Now, this is the gadget dated 23rd of November 2020, and they are implementing in Delhi by this notification all these new laws. So you do it, then you go to the border to express solidarity with the farmers. I only hope after I have shown it in the press conference and today on Republic TV to Arnav Goswami, this will not be denotified, I suppose. What should one call it, Arnav Goswami? Sharad Pawar letter is there.
No. You are saying, by the way, viewers, what he's showing, what Ravi Shankar Prasad is showing is what he calls, is the Aam Aadmi Party on 23rd November notifying one of the farm laws, allowing farmers to sell their crop anywhere. Is that correct? Is that what you're showing, sir?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Therefore, what I'm only very simple question.
What are you alleging? What's your allegation?
I appreciate.
What's your allegation?
My point is very simple, or no? My point is that they are already supporting the initiative to free the farmer from the impact of the mandi system. Okay? They can sell anywhere. That point well taken. And let me tell you, 80% of the farmers of the country are small, are marginal. Should we not collectively help them achieve greater opportunity for their enhancement? And as I told you, on one digital platform, in hardly a couple of years, if 1,15,000 crore of trade can happen by 1 crore 50 lakh farmers, this shows the opportunity available to be tapped. That's what I'm saying. And what these acts, and again I repeat, Arnav, there will be no
still expecting them to listen to reason,
or
which,
mortgage of the
Mr.
lands
Prasad,
of the...
with great humility, I want to tell you that they may not be keen to. My question to you is, Mr. Prasad, politically, can the national capital be held under siege?
It should not. It should not. But since you believe in democracy, the Prime Minister has assigned two senior colleagues of the government, one of whom is the Agriculture Minister, to talk to them along with all the officers. And the talk is going on. We believe, because we in democracy also believe in dialogue. Let no one have a complaint. And now I have got all the details. When the act was being framed, we had thousands of webinars because of the COVID, and nearly 92 lakh plus consultations were done from individuals to webinar. But in spite of this, no problem. We'll again talk. We'll again discuss. We'll allay your concerns. We will resolve your misgivings. We are doing for all this. So that is the point I would like to say. Therefore, I repeat, I will not go into the nitty-gritty of the dialogue going with the Farmers Union. But these political friends of ours who have been defeated repeatedly from Lok Sabha election to Vidhan Sabha election to even corporation election in Hyderabad, they are being wiped out. Yet, rent a cause, anything to derail Mr. Modi. तो क्या आप अपने अस्तित्व की लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं बार बार हारने के बाद? That is the point which the country is entitled to know.
Well, Mr. Prasad, you put it well. This is becoming very, very political. I look forward to getting you on a one-on-one political debate on the subject soon. But for putting your points across on top of the debate today, thank you very much, and thank you for all the nice words and warm words you said for me. Appreciate that very much. Thank you, Mr. Prasad, for joining me tonight. Ravi Shankar Prasad, aggressive press conference and put out his points quite clearly.
Thank you. Thank you, Arnav. Thank you. Really appreciate.
Viewers, we start the debate now. Sudhanshu Trivedi, Smita Prakash, M.R. Venkatesh, Apsara Reddy, Jangveer Singh of the Shiromani Akali Dal, Suneet Chopra, Kishore Tiwari and Khalikur Rahman of the TRS. Viewers, we have all sides tonight. Thank you very much. It's an important debate. I want Jangveer Singh of the Shiromani Akali Dal to begin the debate today with Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi of the BJP. We have to find a solution. Jangveer Singh ji, is there going to be a solution, or do you want this problem to become more protracted, to go on for a longer period of time? Do you want the national capital to be held to siege? Are you looking for a solution? Jangveer Singh, you make your point first. Jangveer Singh, can you hear me? As the spokesperson of the SAD, why don't you make your point first to your ex-ally, Sudhanshu Trivedi of the BJP?
Definitely.
Are you keen to have a solution or not, sir?
Definitely. What I'd like to ask is, does the NDA government want a solution? The farmers have been agitating since 5 months. They have been telling you their problems. We as an ally have been telling the problems of the farmers. Mrs. Harsimrat Kaur Badal, she resigned from the ministry. You did not take note. The SAD left the NDA alliance. You did not take note. And now you are asking me, do we want a solution? We have been telling you from day one, please talk to the farmers, please talk to the farmers. But the NDA government has adopted a very stubborn attitude. It's been 5 months. Delhi has been blockaded since 12 days. And even when farmers went to Delhi, you told them, go to Burari. That means you want them away from you just want to remove the blockade and tire them out. You don't want any solution to this issue. Look at how Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, how he addressed the issue. In his Mann Ki Baat, he says that there's nothing wrong with the laws. If there's nothing wrong with the laws, why after 2 days, when you felt that this blockade is not going to be lifted, you say now we are ready to, go in for all the amendments you need? The farmers, there's a trust deficit. The farmers, the farming community does not trust this government. It is because of this, they don't even want to take, water, or they don't want to eat the food offered by the government.
Jangveer Singh?
So,
Jangveer ji, Sudhanshu is responding to you. Sudhanshu is responding to you. I would only like to remind you before Sudhanshu responds to you that all the people who you have joined hands with have supported the same changes that the government is bringing in now. Yes, please.
Jangveer Singh ji, our former ally, has used a very appropriate word in his summation of the last sentence, trust deficit. Sir, this is the situation. The farmer situation is one thing. Solution of the farmers is one thing. Government with full sensitivity and open-hearted is having discussion and ready to do whatever is required. But, sir, there is a trust deficit in the entire country about the politician. There is a crisis of credibility about the politician, that they say something and do something. And this situation in which all the opposition parties are acting, they are making this crisis of credibility and the trust deficit between the politicians and the people more severe. Because as Ravi Shankar Prasad has said, whatever you have said, totally against. Then more important is called whatever you have written, totally against. Then whatever is said, whatever is being pledged, manifesto is considered as pledged, totally against. And then finally it is considered what is the decision of your government. In APMC Act, you have removed from the fruits and vegetables. However, one thing can be good for wheat and paddy, but bad for fruits and vegetables. Once you go and repeal that thing, and then come, we are here. The Communist Party in Kerala, they have totally abolished APMC Act. And now there is a red jhanda and other people are sitting in Delhi. please restore the APMC Act and say that whatever we have said in our manifesto, whatever we have said in the previous letters is wrong. From future onwards, do not rely on what we are saying and what we are writing. Now we are taking this stand. And finally, I would like to put forward one thing. Just 8 to 9% extra cost of the mandis, by pretext of which you are saying that the mandis can be abolished in future. Sir, 8 to 9% extra cost is for 2 to 3% of the cess. Cess is an extra tax for the state, and 3 to 4% is the commission of the middleman. So why, sir, a government can take a stand that I abolish the middleman commission, I do away with the cess. And one thing, agriculture is a concurrent list. Nobody is stopping any state government to form a law. Punjab government can make a law that MSP will be legal.
They are the Artiyas.
They can have a law that
doing a
MSP will be legal.
service.
What
They
the
are
problem
not
in doing that?
corporates. They are not corporates. They are not corporates who are going to trade on the produce. These people whom you are calling middlemen, they are Artiyas.
Yes, Jangveer, you're supporting middlemen. Is that your position really? I thought, I'm surprised. I mean, if this was all about supporting middlemen, you should have made it more obvious earlier. I'm shocked. No.
Please don't.
I cannot believe that even Sunit Chopra is supporting the middlemen.
They are not Reliance or Ambani. They are not Adani.
And the last year, March 2019,
So you are for the middlemen. So Jangveer Singh, you are supporting middlemen.
Have been looted by Ambani and Adani. You are looting the lands of Kashmir.
So you are also Sunit Chopra supporting the middlemen.
Please be very clear in what you speak. I'm not talking about the middleman. I'm talking
Why
about
does a farmer need a middleman?
In
Jangveer Singh,
who is helping
Jangveer Singh, may I ask you one thing? Jangveer Singh, you can debate it further with MR. Jangveer Singh, you can debate it further with MR. I have a very simple question.
Yes.
1 minute, Sudhanshu ji. My question is this. I thought,
Kerala has already given
MR,
MSP
that
for
this was a
vegetables
fight
and
for
dal.
farmers. But now you have made it, Jangveer Singh, a fight for middlemen.
Exactly.
Across the country, people are shocked at your statement.
This is very nice.
You may call them anything, but middlemen are middlemen.
To divert the issue.
And farmers are farmers. Middlemen are not farmers.
Diverted from farmers.
Middlemen are not farmers.
And for dal.
Middlemen are not farmers. Sir, please. Are you fighting for middlemen?
Very clear. I am making
Is this what this has come down to?
The Artiyas who procure wheat and paddy, they are doing a service for the farmers.
Sir, but the farmers must sell their produce directly. Any commission is their income lost.
They are not corporates who are making farmers.
Any commission is their income lost.
They are not farmers. They are not corporates who are forcing the government. Who are forcing the government to accommodate them and make sure that they procure the produce of farmers at dirt cheap rates. There's a difference, Arnab. Please learn this difference.
Sir, when MSP will be there, how it can be?
No. I just.
An exploitation.
Sir, middlemen are doing service.
So, but you are supporting middlemen. I'm a bit shocked. Okay. Let me come back to the moot issue.
It's not the middleman.
One second. Smita is also in the debate.
For people.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Please think of. 1 second.
I'm not talking about any middleman.
1 second, my friend Sunit Chopra. 1 second, my friend Sunit Chopra. Calm down, everyone. Am I ever in a hurry? No. I'm waiting. Now, what I'm asking today, viewers, is who is betraying the farmers of India?
Are they willing to do that?
Oh, Mr. Chopra, you are talking a lot because your lookalike behind you is not there today. Where is the lookalike?
I'm messing up.
Who is mistaken for your party?
Harivansh Singh.
Where is your lookalike behind you today?
I watched it and I know.
Sir, please answer what is happening in Kerala.
Sunit Chopra, please do not behave like a Kolak.
Behind me,
Mr. Chopra, you are behaving like a Kolak. Remember what Stalin did to the Kolaks. How can you sound like a Kolak? You are sounding like an exploiter of farmers today. You're sounding like a kulak. Remember what happened to the kulaks in the Soviet times?
We destroyed the farmers and the society.
We have.
Arnav, I would like to give an example. During our childhood, we have studied that USSR was the biggest.
No.
And also, for dal, you have the courage, do it for the farmers everywhere.
मैं एक जवाब दे दूं
Kerala has done it.
चोपड़ा को.
Okay, let me get Smita and Sudhanshu for a minute. Let me get Smita and Sudhanshu for a minute, and also Kishore Tiwari and those who've not spoken, Khalikur Rahman on the right. You see, before you come in, a small word from me, please. Who is betraying the farmers? Sharad Pawar in 2010 said, private sector participation is essential, for which an appropriate regulatory and policy environment needs to be in place, and hence Sharad Pawar wanted amendments to APMC. When the 2010 letter is brought out, then Kishore Tiwari gets very angry. He says, why do you remind us of what we have done in the past? Well, I'm reminding you because you did that in the past. It's a letter. Your party ally, Sharad Pawar, wrote the letter. Please tell me, Kishore Tiwari, was the letter written or not? Signed, stamped and attested. Tell Smita, is the letter true or false? Did he betray the farmers then, or is he betraying the farmers now? The nation wants to know, Mr. Tiwari. Please, tell Smita, then she'll debate with you. Yeah, tell Smita.
Arnav, all political parties are the side of the same coin. In 2004, NDA promoted and lifted the quantitative restriction and promoted the globalization. It's the WTO who is promoting the policies. Today, farmers are on the road and farmers are agitating. I would like to request you that as the farmer leaders have requested all political parties to stay away from it, let us government and political parties to discuss and come to the
But they are not staying away. What are you saying? Don't ask for the impossible. If you're a farm activist, then you should speak the truth tonight. I'll tell you one thing, Kishore Tiwari, you should speak the truth tonight. Mr. Tiwari, Smita is responding to you. Yes,
I am telling you the truth.
I'll come in a bit later. Yes, Smita. No, you are not. Smita. Smita is countering you. I'll come in a minute. Yes.
Yeah, or no, you know, you've had a number of experts talking about this. Now, most political parties, when in power, they say they want this barrier-free inter- and intra-state trade of agriculture commodities. But when they come to the opposition, they are against free trade. They are against corporates. Abhi, you've just heard them all say ki Ambani, Adani, Tata, Birla, they'll be against all the corporates. If you remember, do you remember the agitation against Pepsi coming into Punjab? Have we forgotten the protest that Punjab farmers will be finished? Potato farmers will be finished. And then what happened? Everybody benefited. Farmer unions have to be flexible. You're talking about middlemen and the Aratyas. Please, for heaven's sake, this is not a quiz contest with people holding yes or no placards. It makes for very cute television. But this is a serious matter involving livelihoods of lakhs of farmers. Please don't trivialize it by saying that middlemen and Aratyas are God's gift to farmers. No, they are not. This is not something, there is a red line. You cannot cross that. You can't say that entire laws have to be repealed. You know, the Congress party, Arnab, they are the ones who brought in economic liberalization in this country. At that time, they bulldozed through everybody like what Suniji out here, you know, those dinosaurs of socialist era who were benefiting from the license permit Raj. They bulldozed through that. That economic liberalization was fine. But this Modi government brings in liberalization. That is a problem. Just goes to show that they are not against the liberalization policies. They are against the government of the day.
Try to understand, Smita.
Everybody's policies are against
I want to bring in an exhibit into the debate right now. Suddenly, no, one second. I give you an example here. Just hear me. Khalikur Rahman, I'm just coming to you, is not spoken. Sunit Chopra, why are you so angry? Why are you so angry? Who brought in contract farming?
Because you're cheating the farmers.
Who brought in contract farming? Was it a betrayal? Was it a betrayal when Mamta salvaged potato farmers in the state by allowing contract farming to PepsiCo in 2017? Was it a betrayal of farmers? When Congress passed the Punjab Contract Farming Act, April 2015, why are you quiet now? Why are you quiet now?
You have
No, 1 second. In 2007, then Haryana Chief Minister, Robert Vadra's friend, Bhupinder Hooda, launched contract farming with Sab Miller. 2007, you have no facts. I'm throwing fact after fact at you. Aam Aadmi Party government 23rd November notified one of the farm laws allowing the farmers to sell their crop anywhere. What are you talking about? I'm throwing fact after fact at you. This is political. Khalikur Rahman, stop the politics. Khalikur Rahman, you may do politics, but it won't win you the Hyderabad election.
The situation.
You have to understand, Khalikur Rahman, you have to drop the politics, please.
Arnav, you are trying to politicize the entire...
You're doing the politics, Khalikur Rahman.
This debate is about the farmers.
It is completely politicized.
The anti-farmer bill, which has been passed in the parliament in a very unconstitutional manner. So that is the reason you see, lakhs of farmers coming onto the road protesting against this bill.
No, one second. Khalikur Rahman, didn't the Congress hold press conferences declaring absolutely the same steps? Didn't the Congress say that all Congress ruled states will delist fruits and vegetables from the APMC Act to lower the prices? What are you talking about? No, what are you talking about? This was, at that point of time, this was seen to be a Congress invention.
Because where is the guarantee of the MSP here?
And you are telling me not to make it political. Khalikur Rahman with Sudhanshu Trivedi.
If following the Congress, then they should...
Who's betraying the farmer?
As far as politics is concerned, because ultimately, the farmer will be at the mercy of the corporates here. Do you want the farmer to be at the mercy of the corporates here?
Mercy of the corporate.
Because there will not be any.
One thing is very positive now, as all the farmers union has said, that anybody or political parties who are supporting them, they are welcome, but please do not put your banners and other things. So categorically, farmer leaders have said, you are welcome, so you remain welcome, but please don't come. Don't show your face. And now, giving an example of what Kishore Tiwari ji was saying, a point is stuck in my mind. You remember in our childhood, we used to read that USSR was the biggest producer of wheat. And when USSR has fallen apart in 1991, still there was a riot for bread in the streets in that country, which is the biggest producer of wheat, because entire storage distribution center process was controlled by the government. खेतों में अनाज रखा हुआ था, काटने के लिए पैसा देने का नहीं था, इसलिए कटाई नहीं हो रही थी. कटाई होकर स्टोरेज में था तो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन गवर्नमेंट को करना था, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन नहीं हो पा रहा था. This is a typical example of how the government works. And moreover, the reference of WTO came, I would like to remind, when Modi government came in August 2014 in Bali, we have taken such a strong stand. Otherwise, by this time, we would not have been in a position to provide MSP legally. जिस तरह की ये बात जिनेवा में करके आए थे. And you remember WTO? Sir, in 1986, you remember round of talks till 1991 from Rajiv Gandhi government to Narasimha Rao government. Then 91 to 95, all the things are signed in Narasimha Rao government. And 1st November 1995, everything was signed and our hands were cuffed by WTO. And finally, what we were trying to do, you go and search on internet. In 1999 Seattle conference during Vajpayee government, what we have done. 2001 Doha, what we have done. 2003 Cancun what done. And Modi government what has done in Bali. We have stood firm rock against those who are trying to infringe the interest of the farmers.
Okay, Jagveer Singh, 1 minute. This is now Jagveer Singh and Sunit Chopra. Jagveer Singh says MR Venkatesh that all this is happening because of the WTO. No. Kishore, let's go into the merits of the case. Kapil Sibal is not a spokesman of WTO. Is Kapil Sibal a spokesperson of the WTO? Is Kapil Sibal a spokesperson of WTO? Because Kapil Sibal said MR Venkatesh in 2012. He said remove all the middlemen. He said remove the middlemen, and he said, and I quote in a press conference, he does not know which market to go to. If he goes to the mandi, 35 to 40% of the produce gets spoiled. Between all of there are 8 commission agents. 8 commission agents. In other words, Congress party said in 2012 that unless you amend the act, the farmer does not get the money. It goes to the middleman. That is the middleman MR Venkatesh, who Jangveer Singh is supporting on the program today, most shockingly. Jangveer Singh, you are betraying the farmers. You want the farmers' money to go to the middlemen. If that is what this is all about, you should say so on television. People will make up their mind on it. MR Venkatesh. MR first, and then you come in.
Mr. Singh, I think you need to take out the breaking news today.
It is now well understood that the farmers don't want to deal with the middlemen. The middlemen are a burden, and they are bringing in an economic cost without bringing in the concomitant service. So now the farmers would like to deal with the ultimate buyer directly. Now you want to step in, and you see that it is a business that will aggregate to somewhere between 20 to 50,000 crores in Punjab alone, which is now going out of your hands because of the 3 laws being amended. That is why you people are jumping in, because all of you had stake in this 20,000 to 50,000 crore kitty. And that is what is hurting you. It is not your love for the farmers, sir. I have never seen you having any love for the farmers. It is your love for the middlemen that stands exposed, and that you are batting, and that is why you are funding people, and that is why you have people who are people without a pause, who are, you get them in Delhi quite often, and these guys who can't understand between Urad Dal and Turad Dal are now in the forefront of this campaign. And now let me tell you, sir, that why is it that the farmer in Tamil Nadu, my state, why is it the farmer in Kerala is not bothered about it? Why is it that the farmer is not doing it? I did my PhD on this subject, sir, and I can tell you MSP by itself is a 25% phenomenon at best. 75% of the farm produce don't enter this MSP system. And this 25% is predominantly in Punjab and Haryana, and this Punjab and Haryana politicians have now mastered this art of controlling this market, or what I call the MSP mechanism. And that is hitting you at the root of your existence. It is an existential crisis for you, and for the rest of the country, it would mean that the food grain cost will come down by at least 8 to 10%. We are in jubilation, sir, that the government finally had the courage. Some prime minister had the spine to do it. We welcome it, sir. We will not stand by you. We will not do anything. We will be with the farmers, but let me tell you, we are not with middlemen like you. Sunil Middleman Chopra, please keep quiet. You don't understand the economics. You don't understand the politics.
Sunil Chopra has been called Sunit Middleman Chopra on the program.
Let him talk rubbish. An idiot like him can say anything.
Sunil Chopra, I didn't ask your name, sir. And let me tell you, why
we proceed on the subject of the debate. Can we move away from the personal attacks? Viewers, one thing is becoming clear. 1 minute, Jangveer Singh is responding also now. Jangveer Singh is back on the debate. 1 minute, we can debate hard, but not personally. Jangveer Singh and Sudhanshu are back on the debate.
It's a shame
1 second.
that you are calling these farmers rented people. These people who have come from their villages, they have come in lakhs. They have come with the women and children. They are out in the cold, in the biting cold, and you are calling them rented people. It's a shame. You are insulting the Annadata. You have taken money from the Ambanis. You have taken money from the Adanis. They have bought your PhD. They have paid for your PhD.
Why is it Tamil Nadu is not into this issue?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Why is Kerala not into this issue? You
should be ashamed what you are talking. If you have the courage, come on the road. Tell the farmers this on the face. Tell what you are saying now to the farmers at their face. Come to the farmers. Face the farmers. Don't sit in a studio and say all this. Come to the farmers and say it. Say it on their face. And then you'll realize.
And that is what it is. सर यू आर प्रो मिडिलमैन, आप लोग मिडिलमैन दलाल
You have been purchased. You have been purchased. Your PhD has been purchased. My dear, you have been purchased.
You please change your surname. And I will tell you with due respect, if you are
दलाल हैं आप अंबानी और अदानी के दलाल हैं.
Please, I think, please, M.R. Venkatesh, I do not need a personal attack here. Let's focus back on the issue, please. Thank you very much. My question is, 1 minute, MR. I bring to your attention Smita, back on the debate, Smita with Khaliqur Rahman. I'm coming to you, Sudhanshu Trivedi. 2019, why should the people of this country not read the Congress manifesto of 2019? In simple English, it says, Smita, the Congress party will repeal completely the Agricultural Produce Market Committee Act. The Congress will completely repeal the APMC Act and make trade in agricultural produce, including exports and interstate trade, free from all restrictions. I mean, why should... This is in simple English. What are they arguing about now? This is in their manifesto.
Look.
But people like Khaliqur, Smita will not question this.
Look, if you wanted... if I may come in, when you're talking about the Congress party, let's go back to 1988 when Rajiv Gandhi was Prime Minister. At that time, farmers wanted to assemble in Delhi. They did get to Boat Club and they threatened the Rajiv Gandhi government at that time. There was Ticket at that time and it was a UP Haryana-led protest. Now this today is a Punjab Haryana-led protest and tomorrow there's going to be a Chakka Jam plan, and they are saying that everything will be shut down, the farmers and their political supporters. So those who are saying, and let's not be naive to think that political parties are not supporting some of the farmer unions. The fact is that whoever wants to say कि ये तो सिर्फ farmers है, politicians नहीं है, excuse me, but ये जो farmer unions है, 6 of them have allegiance and are affiliated to left organizations. 2 of them are with Akali Dal. 2 more farmer units outside of Punjab are aligned with the Aam Aadmi Party or with the Congress. So one doesn't want to hear that, politicians are not there. But at the same time, let me tell you that tomorrow what we don't need as a country is to see tear gassing, water cannons or baton charging on farmers. That would be terrible. Already to embarrass the Modi government, some forces in Pakistan have already tweeted support for Punjab farmers as if they care for Punjab farmers. But Pakistani politicians are already tweeting about it. In London, you have seen Khalistani flags, laga rahe Khalistani flag, bol rahe Punjab farmer.
Yes, Jangveer.
They are going to take advantage of those real genuine farmers who are out there. So it is necessary for the farmers to guard against this.
Khaliqur.
Yeah.
Khaliqur, look at the larger picture, please, beyond the immediate politics. Beyond the immediate politics, you don't want mayhem. Do you want mayhem tomorrow, Khaliqur?
No, we are not trying to play.
Will you want mayhem? Would you allow this in your state?
It is purely in the interest of the farmers that we are all supporting, and we want the government to take back this bill which was passed in Lok Sabha totally in a very unconstitutional manner.
But discussions don't happen under coercion. This is no way to have discussions.
If they would have
Sudhanshu,
they should have gone for the discussion in Rajya Sabha.
And the kind
Before
of
the live telecast, entire country would have heard what you were trying to say. And I want to put forward one fact. They are talking about Ambani and Adani. I just want to say, as if before 2014, Ambani and Adani were the street vendors and now they have become so big. Sir, they have become such a big stalwart under the Congress regime, not under the BJP regime. And as far as this is concerned, I would like to remind in 2005, the UPA government has allowed the procurement of the FCI to Adani in 7 states with an ensured return of 12 per month per year. For 15 years starting from 2007, you are talking about Ambani and Adani. And you are giving the farmers to be at the mercy of the farmers. और उसके बाद आप कहते हो Pepsi is much bigger than Ambani Adani. Sir, and it is a multinational, it is not also an Indian company. और इसीलिए शरद पवार जी के इस लेटर पे एक लाइन कहना चाहूंगा, अर्णव एक लाइन कहना चाहूंगा, मुझे जो इनकी रंगत बदलती नजर आती है तो उसपे मुझे वो पुरानी पंक्ति याद आ जाती है। अरे चोपड़ा जी सुन लीजिए, अरे साहब आपके जमाने की एक लाइन बोल रहा हूं, इतना ज्यादा वो मत होइए उसके लिए। इस रंग बदलती दुनिया में इंसान की नीयत ठीक नहीं, लिखा है तुम्ही ने ये मजमून, अब ये रंग सियासत ठीक नहीं। The context is written by you in the letter, and now you are trying to change. This is not a proper politics.
I am only concerned about two points, please. At the end, discussions when they happen cannot happen under coercion. The political parties who are fueling the protest are being extremely irresponsible, because if you need a solution does not happen when you put the national capital under siege. That cannot be allowed to happen, whether in Shaheen Bagh or this time. Ladies and gentlemen, quick short break. On the other side, why I think the situation in Bengal is extremely, extremely alarming in a few minutes.